Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. I am out for a little shoot this morning. Sun just got up about 10 minutes ago. I'm in this beautiful meadow, prairie area where they cut the grass here. Got this tree back over here over my shoulder that the sun is just kissing off of the top of. Really pretty in here. Kind of near a road, so I can hear a little bit of road noise, but just trying to come out this morning and get a little shoot in. I also want to talk a little bit today as I move through the day about staying motivated, staying inspired, and maybe some tips to use to keep yourself inspired, things that have helped me. I took a break over the summer, excuse me, and took a break over the summer, and getting back into the groove of it sometimes takes a little inspiration. So I'm going to run through some of the ideas that I use and thoughts and concepts to stay inspired. So anyways, hope you enjoy this shoot. I'm going to take a photo of this tree right now as the sun's just hitting the top of it. And so it looks like it's going to be a pretty nice day today. So here we go. So I think that the first tip I'd like to give about staying inspired is get out of the house, go for a walk, go for a hike. Just even if it's just to park down the street and walk around, look and let your mind get creative. Try and find compositions in what you're seeing, and while you're walking, and then when you find a couple interesting compositions, make note of them, and then think about what kind of conditions that scene would look best in, or that composition would look best in. Maybe it's sunrise or sunset or blue hour, golden hour, or maybe it's foggy or rainy. So kind of put little place markers in your mind to pay attention to when the conditions are what you would find optimal for that situation, that composition, those locations, and then go out and shoot. So it kind of creates like a goal in your mind. And I guess the second thing to say is watch the weather. I have a couple weather apps on my phone. There's one that I especially follow called Windy, or that I use a lot. It's called Windy, and it has like 60 or 70 different layers you can lay on. And one of my favorite layers is the fog layer. Actually, one of the reasons I'm out this morning, because Windy showed it was going to be some fog in the area. It was going to be really scattered and sparse, but I decided to come out and shoot because there are some areas out here that I wanted to shoot in the fog. Well, driving in, there were some really cool foggy areas, but once I got to where I wanted to shoot, there was no fog. But I was able to get some aerial shots and some footage from up above with the fog kind of hanging over the low areas in the mountains and the sun coming up, which was really pretty. I'm really excited about that. But anyways, yeah, go out, get out in the woods. Even if you don't bring your camera, just bring your cell phone. Get out there and look for some compositions, and then watch the weather and get out when the conditions look like what you would like to shoot in. I want to tag on to the last thing I just talked about inspiration. When you get out and you find some locations, you take a hike, get out in the woods, get out in nature, just tell somebody about it. just recently, a couple weeks ago, my daughter Grace and Emily and I took a little hike, and we came across this really cool bridge, and I'm like, hey guys, hold on a second. I walked over there and I looked at the bridge, and I'm like, boy, there's kind of a little stream that would run through it, which was dry at the time. But I'm like, I really want to come back here when the water's flowing, because it's got this beautiful leading line underneath this old stone bridge. And so I've talked to them about it, and they actually went out a couple weeks ago when it was raining and there was no water in the creek. But I've still got that in my mind. I didn't photograph it because it wasn't the conditions I was looking for. It was just kind of blah. But for me, telling somebody or explaining a composition that I'm interested in or someplace I want to go shoot, it helps me stay inspired because I've revealed that to them. And at some level, I guess it's kind of an accountability. And I like to have that behind me as well. So maybe just something to think about. Tell somebody about it. Or if you're out walking with somebody, say, hey, it would be really cool to come back and shoot this. You know what I'm saying. So anyways, another way that I find helpful to stay inspired. All right, the next thing I want to talk about staying inspired is something that really helps me out as I watch content, especially on YouTube, that I find inspiring. I have some creators that I like to follow, and just seeing how they set up shots and how they plan what they're going to shoot and the locations they go to. And another thing that I use that's pretty helpful is I use a thing called All Trails. It's an app, and it doesn't always have the Instagram looking photos on there, but you get a good sense of what it looks like from somebody's just cell phone. And but it also just gives you lots of trails to follow, like the trail I'm on today. I can't remember the name of it, but I found it on All Trails, and it's just easy to find and look at and get inspired by using that as well. But for me, the most influential, I guess, inspiration for me is watching other creators that I really like their work. And that's kind of what's motivated me. I think I mentioned in the last video that I'm trying to make things more cinematic. I've been watching a couple of these guys that their work is just, it's really pretty, and their B-roll. B-roll are the shots that you see in between the talking shots. It's the video of the plants or the trees or the sky or the walking, or all that stuff is B-roll. I'm just trying to be more cinematic with that, more thoughtful with the setups that I use. So hopefully you find that helpful as well. I'm barely on my way back to the car and just saw this really beautiful backlit maple tree. I'm a sucker for backlit maple trees. I don't know what it is. It's the shape of the leaves, and it's just the way the light pulls through them. So I stopped and grabbed a few photos in here, but just beautiful. I know it's not much of a composition, but I'm just a sucker for that. Well, one last thing I want to mention about staying inspired has to do with sometimes, if you feel like you're in that creational rut and you're just having a hard time seeing things, maybe it's okay to take a break. Give yourself a break. Maybe life is too busy at the time to be able to, stay focused on things, or to find time to go out and create and be inspired in your photography. But, give yourself a break. I took a couple months off this summer, and I feel really good about it. I was a bit nervous because, oh shoot, don't want to mess up the algorithm and, not post every week or every other week. And you know what? I had to check that and do what was best for me. And I'm glad I did. And I came back, really inspired really excited to do something better and more motivational, and teach a little bit more, and do something, like I said, more cinematic work. So yeah, that's it. That was my thought on that. Give yourself a break if you need it.
Well, I don't think so. They came and did the whole thing. I don't think that was. I think where they got that mixed up, they did that when they came home.
All right, I'm almost back to the car. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. It was fun. I hope I've given you some help in maybe getting yourself inspired, or when you do run into times when you find yourself not inspired, maybe some tricks or some tips to try to get yourself back out and do what you love to do, and go out and take some photographs of what's out in the world, especially in nature. Truth be told, when I pulled up to the parking spot this morning, I got up and I walked about literally 30 seconds down this trail, and I'm like, I'm just not feeling it. But you know what? I was going to head back to the car and just write off the day, because I was expecting these foggy conditions, and that's not what I got. But instead, I decided, nope, I'm going to get out there and I'm going to shoot the vlog that I planned to shoot today with the conditions that I have. And I'm so happy that I did, and I'm glad you guys are along with me. So anyways, hope you enjoyed this. I'll catch you on the next one.